the first thing that we have to do, like we talked about, point-slope form, you should be able to identify a point and identify the slope. So number one, what you're going to do is you are going to find the point and find the slope. And so you're going to want to write those two things down first, point and then the slope. After you do that, then you are simply going to plot the point. Okay. Finally, number 3, you are going to use rise over run, because you have the slope now, right? From that point to graph the line. Okay. And so, because sometimes that can be overwhelming, you see something in the graph and you're like, oh, that's why I like to sometimes write step by step what we do. Okay? So let's take a look at the first one. Okay, now compare it to up here. So if I want the point to find the x-coordinate, isn't the x-coordinate over here? It should be x minus that number. This is x minus 1, so what's the x-coordinate? Careful, x minus the x-coordinate. X minus 1, what's the x-coordinate? Just 1. Isn't it in the formula, isn't it subtraction? Alright, y minus 2. It's y minus the y-coordinate. The y-coordinate is 2. So sometimes don't go fast on these. The x-coordinate is by the x. The y-coordinate is by the y. Sometimes people will write down real quickly 2, 1, because the 2 comes first. The x-coordinate is by the x. The y-coordinate is by the y. Alright, now find the point and the slope. What's the slope? 1/3. Now what do I need to do? Plot the point. Would you plot the point 1, 2? Now I said use rise over run from that point. Put your pen or pencil on the point. What's the rise and the run if my slope is 1/3? So from that point, I am going to go up 1 over 3. And you can do it again if you want. Up 1 over 3. Let's see. That's the point. It looks like 4, 3. And 7, 4. With your straight edge, would you connect those points? Okay. Now, what do I do with the x plus 5? Because the equation up here says x minus the x-coordinate. That's not x minus the x-coordinate. Ooh, isn't x plus 5 the same thing as x minus a negative 5? Yeah. So, Caitlin, what is the x-coordinate of the point then? Negative 5. So if you see actual addition in there, that really means x minus a negative number. So the point is going to have x-coordinate a negative 5. How about the y-coordinate? Just 2, because it's y minus the y-coordinate. Good. What's the slope of this one? 3. All right, guys, you do the rest. Would you please plot the point and then do rise over run? Okay, is the point -5, 2 look like this on your graph? Left 5, up 2. And then count up 1, 2, 3 to the right 1. That should be your next point. The coordinates of that point would be -4, 5. Okay. And then draw an arrow through that